Sir Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton, born January 7, 1985, is a British racing driver competing in Formula One, driving for Mercedes. Hamilton has won a joint record 7 Formula One World Drivers' Championship titles, tied with Michael Schumacher, and holds the records for most wins, 104, pole positions, 104, and podium finishes, 199, among others. Born and raised in Stevenage, Hertfordshire, Hamilton joined the McLaren Young Driver program in 1998. This led to a Formula One drive with McLaren from 2007 to 2012, making him the first black driver to race in the series. In his debut season, Hamilton set numerous records as he finished runner-up to Kimi Räikkönen by 1 point. The following season, he won his maiden title in dramatic fashion, making a crucial overtake on the last lap of the last race of the season, to become the then youngest ever Formula One world champion. After 6 years with McLaren, Hamilton signed with Mercedes in 2013. Changes to the regulations for 2014 mandating the use of turbo-hybrid engines saw the start of a highly successful period for Hamilton, during which he won 6 further drivers' titles. Consecutive titles came in 2014 and 2015 during an intense rivalry with teammate Nico Rosberg. Following Rosberg's retirement in 2016, Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel became Hamilton's closest rival in 2 championship battles, in which he twice overturned mid-season point deficits to claim consecutive titles again in 2017 and 2018. His third and fourth consecutive titles followed in 2019 and 2020 to equal Schumacher's record of 7 drivers' titles. Hamilton surpassed 100 race wins and pole positions in 2021. He will join Ferrari for the 2025 season. Hamilton has been credited with furthering Formula One's global following by appealing to a broader audience outside the sport, in part due to his high-profile lifestyle, environmental and social activism, and exploits in music and fashion. He has also become a prominent advocate in support of activism to combat racism and push for increased diversity in motorsport. Hamilton was listed in the 2020 issue of Time as one of the 100 most influential people globally, and was knighted in the 2021 New Year honors. Early life and education. Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton was born on January 7, 1985 in Stevenage, Hertfordshire. His father, Anthony Hamilton, is of Grenadian descent, while his mother, Carmen Larblestier, is British, from Birmingham, making him mixed race. Hamilton's parents separated when he was 2, after which he lived with his mother and older half-sisters, Samantha and Nicola, until he was 12. Hamilton then lived with his father, stepmother Linda, and his half-brother Nicholas, who is also a professional racing driver. Hamilton was raised a Catholic. Hamilton's father bought him a radio-controlled car when he was 5. Hamilton finished second in the National BRCA Championship the following year against adult competition. Being the only black child racing at his club, Hamilton was subjected to racist abuse. Hamilton's father bought him a go-kart for Christmas when he was 6 and promised to support his racing career as long as he worked hard at school. To support his son, Hamilton's father took redundancy from his position as an IT manager and became a contractor, sometimes working up to 4 jobs at a time, including employment as a double-glazing salesman, dishwasher, and putting up signs for estate agents, while still attending his son's races. Hamilton's father later set up his own IT company. He continued to be Hamilton's manager until early 2010. Hamilton was educated at the John Henry Newman School, a voluntary-aided Catholic secondary school in Stevenage. Hamilton has said that at the age of 5 he took up karate to defend himself as a result of bullying at school. He was also excluded from school for a period when he was mistakenly identified as having attacked a fellow student who was treated in hospital for his injuries. In addition to racing, he played association football for his school team with eventual England international, Ashley Young. Hamilton, an Arsenal fan, said that if Formula One had not worked for him, he would have been a footballer or a cricketer, having played both for his school teams. In February 2001, he began studies at Cambridge Arts and Sciences, CATS, a private sixth-form college in Cambridge. Personal life. In 2017, Hamilton told the BBC that he had become vegan because, as the human race, what we are doing to the world, the pollution, in terms of emissions of global warming gases, coming from the amount of cows that are being produced is incredible. The cruelty is horrible and I don't necessarily want to support that, and I want to live a healthier life. In 2018 he was named the PETA Person of the Year for his vegan activism. The same year Hamilton said in an interview that he gave up drinking a while ago. His racing number has always been 44 because when he started racing at age 8 his father's red Vauxhall Cavalier had the number plate F44, and it was his father's idea to use it. Hamilton is a fan of art and has said that one of his favorite artists is Andy Warhol. Prior to the 2014 United States Grand Prix, Hamilton wore a gold-framed version of Warhol's cars, Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe painting hanging from a chain around his neck. From November 2007 to February 2015, Hamilton was in an on-and-off relationship with Nicole Scherzinger, the lead singer of the American girl group Pussycat Dolls. Hamilton is a Catholic. He says that he prays regularly and is guided by his faith. Hamilton believes that he has the hand of God resting over him when racing in Formula One. Hamilton is also a supporter of LGBT rights, and strongly criticized the Hungarian government before the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix, while also calling out the terrifying Saudi Arabian LGBT laws before that Grand Prix. Hamilton revealed in March 2022 that he is in the process of legally changing his name to include his mother's maiden name, Larbelstier, as a middle name. Hamilton was made an honorary citizen of Brazil on June 9, 2022 after a proposal made by politician André Figueiredo was passed in the Brazilian Chamber of Deputies. Wealth and income. In 2015 Hamilton was ranked as the richest British sportsperson, with an estimated personal fortune of £88 million. In 2018 it was reported that Hamilton had a net worth of £159 million. In 2020 Hamilton's fortune was an estimated £224 million, making him the richest British sports star in the history of the Sunday Times Rich list. By 2022 that figure had increased to £300 million. Before the 2015 Monaco Grand Prix weekend, Hamilton signed a contract to stay with Mercedes until the end of the 2018 season in a deal reportedly worth more than £100 million over the 3 years, making him one of the best-paid drivers in Formula One. In the week leading up to the 2018 German Grand Prix, Hamilton signed a 2-year contract with Mercedes, reported to be worth up to £40 million per year, making him the best-paid driver in the history of Formula One. According to Forbes, Hamilton was one of the highest-paid athletes of the 2010s decade, and also the highest-paid Formula One driver from 2013 to 2021.